Hey there, for today's trauma tutorial, I wanted to talk with you a little bit about the brain on trauma. And we refer to this as a triune brain model, or you might hear in our lingo, lizard brain or reptilian brain versus mammal brain or human brain. And the best way to teach this really is to just use a palm that's closed and sort of just create this little model of a brain. And I also have a drawing here that is helpful for this. All right, the different parts of the brain. So the front of the brain, prefrontal cortex, also known as the neocortex, the center of the brain, limbic system or hippocampus, and then the brainstem, which is the amygdala. This is considered the human brain, this is considered the mammal brain, and this is considered the reptilian brain. And so the reason that we label this a trauma brain or triune model is because what's going on in the brainstem and the amygdala when someone has a trauma and they're going to fight, flight, freeze, or appease, and some people call it fawn for the appease word, that's because their trauma brain, their survival brain, their reptilian brain is taking over because its job is to protect you and survive. So if you think of like a lizard, what does a lizard do? It isn't solving problems. It isn't driving. It's not doing calculus. Okay, a lizard is existing and surviving. They eat, they sleep, they poop, and they reproduce, and that's all they do. And so whereas a mammal or human is more complex, and we plan and we have objectivity and interpretation and control and problem solving. But when our body experiences a trauma, we go fully into the brainstem, fully into the amygdala, fully into what we call reptilian or lizard brain status, because the lizard is there to protect us and help us survive. So we either fight, we freeze, we appease, or we flee. And so those are the things that happen then. And it's a lot of information, which I've kind of put here in my really awful drawing. Cortex is analytical, limbic emotional, and the reptilian side is your instinctual or your survival. And here's another really great drawing as well, the triune brain model. Okay, the green is your neocortex, problem solving. The red is the survival brain, instinctual brain, lizard brain, reptilian brain. And then the emotional brain is the limbic system, which is going on in the center.